All right, so we are back to do tips 6 through 10 of my fitness tips for female fat loss. If you haven't seen the first part of this video, head on over to my channel, click subscribe, and check it out. That has tips 1 through 5. Today we're going to do 6 through 10. So number 6 is that HIIT is the fastest way to lose fat. HIIT is high interval intensity training. This is the method behind Insanity, which I had amazing results with. It's also used in the Turbo Fire workouts, which is what got me started on my whole fitness journey. Basically what it is you're doing like extremely high aerobic activity for a short period of time. So bursts of like a minute, and then you relax. And then you go for a minute, and then you relax. And it really gets your heart pumping. It gets you better cardio conditioning, and it really just burns up those fat cells. Number 7 is to keep your heart rate high. You don't have a lot of time to work out in a day, so what's the point of just going and dilly-dallying around and hanging around the gym, you know, doing a million reps when you're not doing anything? So, you know, there's no point in working out one muscle group at a time unless you're specifically trying to, you know, to build up your arms, or you only want to build your legs. But if you're going for an overall lean look, you need to be incorporating all your muscle groups and getting that heart rate up. Number 8 is to have a plan. When you go to the gym, you know, you can spend hours in there just wandering around, looking at all the different machines, wondering what you should do. So you really need to plan out your workouts before you get there. For me, I do my workouts at home. That's what I have found has worked best for me. So I schedule all of my workouts. I mean, I already know what program I'm going to do on what days, because when I make my calendar for the month, I plan them all out. That just takes away the guesswork of it. It lets me put a little bit more thinking into it when I'm saying, okay, you know, I did a HIIT workout on this day. You never want to do those back to back, so let me do a long session of cardio on Wednesday and then a strength training workout on Thursday, and then maybe HIIT again on Friday. So, you know, you really got to be thinking about what's going to get you the best results, what's going to do the most dynamic workouts where you can be incorporating lots of different types of exercises, and planning that out is the only way that you're going to be able to do that. Number 9 is to eat protein in the morning. This is so important. You've all heard that breakfast is the most important meal a day. It really is, and starting your day out with protein is just so important. It will just set your whole day up for how your metabolism is going to run. It's gonna keep you full, and it's going to keep your energy levels high so that you can make it throughout the day. Remember to be eating every 3 hours or so. That just keeps you fueled and energized. So yes, protein in the morning is great, and there's a lot of different ways to do that. I mean, eggs are obviously awesome. If you're a person who likes oatmeal, try mixing egg whites into your oatmeal. It really doesn't change the taste that much. It makes it kind of like a creamy texture. It's actually really good. So those are just some different things that you can try to get more protein. Nuts are great. I mean, steak and eggs, hello, that's a perfect breakfast. Obviously, you know, we're not going to have steak and eggs every day. You don't want to be eating red meat probably more than like 3 times a week, but anyway, that's another subject. And number 10, our last one, is to eat carbs after your workout. If you think about the way your body is structured and the way carbs are made up on a molecular level, they're actually pure sugar. So this is why when you eat a lot of carbs, if it doesn't get burned up real quickly, it gets turned to sugar, which then gets stored as fat. So if you're using carbs to refuel yourself after your workout, your body is going to eat up those carbs really quickly, suck them into your muscles, and help yourself rebuild. So that's really the best time to eat carbs is right after your workout. And then obviously, you know, again, you just want to be thinking and planning throughout the day, okay, so I had oatmeal for breakfast. Maybe instead of having a sandwich, which is more carbs, for lunch, I'll have my chicken on top of a salad instead. Or, you know, my tuna on a big pile of lettuce. There's just, you know, it takes planning. And it takes, you know, you got to put the time in and the effort, because that's how you're going to see the results. You just have to be thinking and be, you know, be aware. That's the most important thing I can say. So that's it for my 10 tips. I hope you found these helpful. And I really want to hear from you guys, you know, what you want me to talk about, what you, you know, you think that you might want to know more about, and I will do my best to get that information for you. So leave me a comment on here, or hop on over on my Facebook, Kimberly Pistel, Last name is Pistell. You can friend request me and we can chat. Thanks. Bye.